Hey guys, today we are going to talk about how to turn the tables on a narcissist. So stay tuned, hit that like button, please subscribe, click the bell icon so that you can get updated when I upload future videos. And with that being said, let's get started. Here we're going to talk about one extremely effective tactic that you can use whenever you are forced to communicate with the narcissist in your life. Narcissists, they absolutely cannot stand for somebody else to be right, especially their significant other. If that person is a spouse, a parent, or a child even, they will disagree with you just for the sake of disagreeing. Their immediate reaction to most of what you say is to tell you that you are wrong. Then they will explain that how their own view, of course, is the right view, saying the exact same thing you did and just using different words. And if you try to tell them this, you try to say, hey, like that was pretty much the exact same thing I just said, they will adamantly deny that their point of view it matches yours at all over again. They will put words in your mouth saying things like, oh no, you said, and those words will often not be anything like what you said. If you confront them on this, they often have that standard cop out. Well, I don't remember exactly word for word, but it was something like that. And their insistence of explaining how you were wrong and they are right is enough, that says it all. And you'll go around in infinite circles around and around and around, but you'll get absolutely nowhere. So when a narcissist does occasionally find themselves in a place where the other person is right, they will not admit it. They cannot simply say, hey, you know what? You are right, or I never thought of it that way. And they may actually get to a point that they admit that you're right, but there's like this backhanded way about it, and they will make it very clear that what you are saying is stuff that they already know or that they knew, and their knowledge must be greater, it must be faster, and it must be stronger. And you will hear things such as, oh, I know, I had that thought a week ago, glad you caught up, or I knew that was the case, I already know that, and I'll take it a step further. A simple, hey, like you have a good point there, it's not within the realm of the narcissist's capabilities, as it threatens their ego too much. And for that tiny instant, they would feel inferior. So they have to admit that if they had to admit they were wrong. But to admit that you are right means that they're admitting that they're wrong, and that absolutely cannot happen. And there's no gray area, there's no in-between ground, and don't ever forget that, because every interaction has a winner and a loser. With the narcissist, they must be the winner no matter how insignificant the conversation really is. So you can use this against them. And so what do you do if you're in a relationship right now and you cannot walk away, at least yet? And how do you avoid these combative interactions and their nostalgic rage? One very effective tactic is to beat them at their own game, essentially, is to anticipate these irrational reactions before they actually happen and call them out on it ahead of time. Use their own desire to always be right and always prove you wrong against them, if you see what I'm saying. Like, okay, let me explain. Let's say that you have a tough conversation coming up with your narcissist before the conversation even starts. Simply say, now I know you are going to react hard to this, but I need to tell you, and then tell them, and then their own burning desire to prove you wrong will keep that reaction in check. And if they can blow up now, then you'll be right, but they cannot allow that to happen. So some examples of these preemptive statements can be, I know that you're not going to like this, but I know that you're going to get mad, but I know this is going to set you off. But as soon as the words I know come out of your mouth, that is already triggered to prove you wrong, essentially. And then this is a bit manipulative and purely intentional, but it is a way to self-protect at the end of the day. And often we are still caught in interactions with not just our narcissist, who's our significant other, but maybe you have kids together and you're co-parenting, and otherwise known as counter-parenting with the narcissist in many situations. But maybe you aren't out of the relationship yet. Maybe it's your parent and you don't want to completely cut ties yet. If you keep interacting with them, then you have to start finding ways to do it without losing your own mind. Whatever the circumstances, use this tactic. Watch them nearly bite their tongue in half just to prove you wrong. Enjoy, guys. Thanks.